So I've been trying to figure out how I want to use the AstroLab in my bigger studio setup. And I think I finally realized that I don't really want the AstroLab to be the center of anything. I want it to be a pure sound source, because that's what I really like about it. But if I'm going to use it like that, there's one thing that's really important to me. I want to control everything from my main sequencer, which at the moment is the Square Hapax. And more importantly, when I come back to that jam a few days or maybe a week later, I don't want to have to remember which AstroLab preset I was using. I want to load that project on the Hapax, hit play, and have the AstroLab recall the exact sound I used when I created it. And yes, you can absolutely do this. But getting the AstroLab and the Hapax to work together like this requires a little bit of preparation. It's not quite as simple as just connecting a MIDI cable and sending a program change. So in this video, I'm going to show you how I set everything up and how I recall AstroLab presets directly from my Hapax project. Because this might look like a slightly strange combination, but I think these two could actually work really well together. So to demonstrate this, I have just recorded some simple chords here on the Hapax, and in this case I'm using a Jupiter 8 preset in the AstroLab. So let's have a listen. Yeah, so you can see here in the upper left corner that we have a bunch of values here. So it's PC, it's MSB, it's LSB. PC is program change. The other two is like banks, if you will. But let's say I just switch presets on the AstroLab. Now we have something completely different. If I press stop here, boom, we are back to that preset we had from the beginning. So this means that we have the address to that preset in the Hapax, stored, bound to that channel, channel 1 in this case. Don't mind that, that's the channel on the AstroLab that we are targeting, so it has nothing to do with this. So if I change this PC value here, you can watch here, it's changing preset. So at the moment, we are in my Jupiter 8 folder in the AstroLab. Because if we change here, we only get Jupiter 8 sounds. There is some sounds that use multiple synths, but mostly Jupiter sounds here. So in a normal synthesizer, you will be able to just switch these presets with these values. So you will just go through the banks, they will have a value that you can access. But the AstroLab is different. You need to do some work before. I will show you exactly what you need to do later in the video. But the thing is, program change is only usable in playlists in the AstroLab. So if we check the playlist here you can see Jupiter 8, 3 songs, 348 presets. The next one is CS80. 3 songs, and the list goes on. So this is my playlist. And as you know there, 3 songs. The songs are banks of presets. So they are split up. Every of these 348 presets are split up in these 3 songs, which are banks basically. Yeah, so the song is the LSB value. The MSB value is the playlist number. So I'm in 1, which in this case is 2, because this default one is at 0. So the MSB selected the playlist, and the LSB value will select the song, which is a bank. So if I want to go to the next bank, I will simply have to press here, go to LSB, go to 1, and hit apply. And now, when I select here, I'm in the next bank. So that's how it works. And this is something you need to prepare in Analog Labs. This is a really tedious process. You need to select all the sounds, put them in a playlist, and then split them up by 128 sounds in each song, because you need a song for every 128 preset. Yeah, I know, it's not intuitive. I don't know why Arturia makes it this hard to do this, because this is a basic functionality that you need to have. So I'm not sure why they did it this way. But this solves my problem, because the AstroLab won't be on the desk. I will have a keyboard here connected to the Hapax. So this will just be a sound source. And then I must be able to remember what sound I used in that song or that jam I did. But this is perfect, because if, let's say now, when I have some preset here, if I just load this AstroLab video, now if we go to here, we are back to the preset that we had in the beginning. That's exactly what I want. I just wanted to show you this. The process of making these playlists and the songs is just a pain, but maybe in the end it might be worth it because you have access to all the sounds. But yeah, I really hope that Arturia will make it possible to change these values by default, that you don't need like a playlist and a song. That's just not a good way of solving this. But at least it's possible to do it in this way, even though it's very tedious and a boring process. But yeah, as I've said, this is doable in an MPC, for example. There you can also change the LSB, the MSB, the program change. Maybe you can do it in the Deluge as well, I'm not sure. Yeah, so that's all I had. I'm sorry if this video was a little bit confusing. It's because it is. This is not logical. It does not work how you expect it to work. And it took some time for me to figure this out. So if you want to use your AstroLab as a sound source and also recall the preset you had in a particular jam, this is how you need to do it. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.